Hey, what's going on, McTell? What's going on out there in the Manosphere? Welcome to KDR, aka KenDelrican podcast. Just bear with me tonight. I'm dealing with a little bit of equipment troubleshoots and stuff like that. I'm trying to upgrade all my devices and stuff like that. And this is your first time in the podcast. Well, guess what? It's a fucking shit show. I want to talk about a little bit of here, a little bit of there, briefly, and then I'm just going to play everything in perspective. So, it's not the regular intro that I do, but here we go. Let's start with the intro real quick here, briefly, and just bear with me. I'm a little bit under the weather and stuff like that. So no further ado, let's start with the intro. See who's out there tonight and tomorrow and the evening and shit like that. Welcome to the shit show of KenDelrican podcast. So here we go. Let's see if this plays out. Went down in the hell basket. My apologies. Fuck. My bad. So, anyways, I digress. I'm going to keep this pithy for you gentlemen out there and stuff like that. Well, I woke up in the morning and, so it's so bizarre. And also, it's so, how can I phrase this? So I'm reading the headlines, right? Which I know this for many years, at least for the last 2 years. I never been a content creator for TikTok because due to the fact that they got this horrible algorithm and they collect data out there with a CCP, and I don't want to deal with anything with the CCP, and I don't even want to deal with these fucking companies right here in the United States, right? Because they share your data. And, the government don't say anything about them and shit like that, sharing your data and stuff like that, right? It's like very hypocritic, right? For United States government saying, okay, they're going to ban TikTok because the CCP's out there doing this data collection and shit like that. Meanwhile, they got all kinds of data collection going on in the United States with all kinds of I can phrase these monopolies, right? Like Google, Facebook, you name it, and they do this data collecting, but no data collecting for you Chinese out there, right? Because we got to keep our own slave out here. You cannot collect that data. That is very important, by the way. It makes humans do different behavior and shit like that. I never participated with TikTok. I found it like annoying. I found it like a clusterfuck, and it was like you have to be like very, very, very like really short mind thinking to watch a fucking 3-minute video on TikTok. I found that I like sort of like long platform. Like long. Excuse me, god damn it, fuck. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. My apologies. Not really long, but at least 5, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. If it's interesting, I dig it. I'm there. I'm there, fuck it. And with his TikTok business, it was like 3-minute video of people doing nonsense and bullshit and stuff like that. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck. To be honest, I don't give a fuck, right? I don't give a fuck if TikTok got banned or what. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't. Right? As long as people can express themselves and shit like that, whatever. TikTok, let the Chinese collect whatever. If idiots want to go out there and have their data collect by the Chinese, let the Chinese collect shit. I don't give a fuck. Right? I'm a libertarian, for heaven's sake. Right? And the podcast is going to go a little bit of clusterfuck. I'm going to be honest with you because I want to start with this topic. And I'm just going to end up mixed out shit. But it is what it is, right? I found this very situation so predictable, right? As for myself, as a content creator, I've done podcasts. I've been in Mixed Out TV. I've been in YouTube and in Rumble, okay? Put my videos out there, whatever. Whoever watch it, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, doing my own thing. Whoever like it. Don't fuck off. Don't care. The Senate and the Congress and the president all came in conclusion together, right? To ban this platform because it's by the Chinese and shit. And they're doing data collected and shit, right? And it was overwhelmed. Republicans, Democrats, everybody agreed. Oh, yeah, we got to kick this platform out of this United States and shit, right? And I thought to myself, these fucking dick fucks, dick face hypocrites. Hypocrites. They are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Oh, so everybody comes together and ban TikTok from the halls of Congress to the halls of the Senate to the president. All agree. How about let's agree on one thing? How they don't put their shit together, right? Because this is the people who's supposed to represent you and your state, right? On the federal level. How about let's not do this bullshit out there with Russia and Ukraine? How about how about you motherfuckers out there collectively say no more of this nonsense and bullshit and spending money hand over fist out there and Ukraine and Russia and stuff. How come you can do that? You can do it for TikTok, right? But you can do that for shit, And this is your representative. It doesn't matter what fuck the state you in. This is your people. TikTok, the Chinese collecting data. Like no other motherfucker big tech collect data. All these motherfuckers, they collect data. That's what they do. That's how they make their money. Right? Hypocrisy. It's fucking hypocrisy. But anyways, I'm not here for that. I just decided to put this briefly, to be honest, And like I mentioned previously, this podcast is a shit show. It is what it is. It's me. I just express myself and I do different things and stuff like that. So I'm looking at my archive, and for heaven's sake, I got 3 YouTube channels, which nobody knows about it, but it's okay, it's fine. And I found out these classic with Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk, and he put his character. I forgot the name of the character, for heaven's sake. But I saw, what was the character? Kind of late, just bear with me. But Hammerhand, he brought this character on his channel. So I did a twist with his voice and music and stuff like that. Hannibal, yeah. Yeah, the character was Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal. Hannibal by Hammerhead, the Midtown Monk. And I did this 3 years ago. So, I decided, I'm going to talk about this little bit of TikTok and the government and bullshit, right? Since, we're in this platform, and this platform is horrendous. It's horrendous when it comes down. It used to be good, but it's horrendous. Anything that, trust me, they take away people's comments, they take away subscribers, they take away all this shit, and not even monetize. Because I'm not asking for no money, right? But it's horrendous. It's horrendous. When I have the liberty, I go different platforms and I put a little video here, a little bit there, and stuff like that. But I understand. For now, this platform is convenience. It's very easy to use, very friendly, so on and so forth. Trust me, I'm a content creator, But anyways, so back to the story. And then I went back to the archive of one of my videos, and the video is kind of cool. But I brought it into the soundbite with Hammerhand, and the character is to be called Hannibal. And basically, what I'm going to do this evening, or this morning, or this night, I'm just going to play Hammerhand voice with music, record of it that I find out on the internet and shit like that. So this is what it is for tonight. So if you bear with me 1 second out here, this is what I'm gonna do. Just bear with me because I'm dealing with some cheap shit. I think this should work. I'm having a little trouble with the devices and stuff like that. So this is by Hammerhand, the Trojan Horse, featuring Hammerhand or Hannibal. No, yeah, Hannibal and KDR. I made this 3 years ago. For a motherfucker to make some shit like this on the phone, I thought it sounded pretty cool. So 6 minutes, enjoy it, relax, and enjoy the philosophy and the music.
The Trojan Horse is a story from the Trojan War about the subterfuge that the Greeks used to enter the independent city of Troy and win the war. In the canonical version, after a fruitless 10-year siege, the Greeks constructed a huge wooden horse and hid a select force of men inside, including Odysseus. The Greeks pretended to sail away, and the Trojans pulled a horse into the city as a victory trophy. That night, the Greek force crept out of the horse and opened the gates for the rest of the Greek army, which had sailed back under the cover of night. The Greeks entered and destroyed the city of Troy, ending the war. Gentlemen, the modern Trojan horse is all around you. You have grown up with it. The modernity of the Trojan horse is feminism. It's gynocentrism. It's the illusion of a vote. It's you allowing yourself to believe that they would allow you to determine their future. This is the Trojan horse. The modern terminology of the Trojan horse has changed very little. It still means exactly what it meant then. The political, ethical, and moral Trojan horses have converged to form the landscape that you currently live in. This has produced a series of events that focus entirely on greed, apathy, and avarice. These things appeal to the lowest common denominator in the weakest portions of your community. Women, liberal men, weak men. The modern Trojan horse has brought to you a woman that does not understand her own nature. She's not a thinker, she's not a doer, she is a blank slate, to be written upon, to be changed, to be made malleable at the whim. She has rejected her nature. She has rejected the idea of being a mother. She has embraced a fantasy notion. She lauds the exploitation of women through pornography, while decreeing that she shall not be exploited. She makes commercials decreeing that she has the right to breastfeed in the aisles at Harrods or Walmart, but supports the ability to murder children by the millions simply because it suits her whims. You are the ones that are responsible for ushering in the Trojan horse. You have accepted cynicism as optimism. You have conceded that the insane and inane shall now represent you as your new normal. Your corruption, your immoral and unethical behavior did not happen as a group. It was not cast upon you. You accepted it, one man at a time. It will never be easier than it is right now, at any point in time, than it has ever been to be morally and ethically bankrupt, and to have it accepted. The hardest thing that you will ever do in your lifetime, in this generation currently, is to stay the course, to be a moral and ethical man, one that is not corruptible. You have but to look around you and see how the Trojan horse has all but swallowed humanity. There is a glimmer of hope, just a glimmer. For every man that goes to MGTOW, that finds and ingests the red pill, that becomes a monk, that reclaims his moral authority over himself, deprives this system of one more willing acolyte. You have that ability, men. And it is clear that looking around you, you now have a mandate to do it.
Well, gentlemen, like I always say, peace, stay MGTOW, let the universe be with you. I will catch you next podcast, live stream, or video. I'm out.